I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Right Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's up?
This is our podcast, R being RedCycloneInc. This is our podcast about anything and everything in between. This week we got a bunch of stuff. We were just talking about the Yakuza series, so maybe this might just be a bunch of Yakuza talk because that's a game it really popped off in the last 2 years, I want to say, with Yakuza 0. Well, you would know. Is 0 this year or last year?
Last year.
So, yeah. Once
6 was this year.
Once 0 came out, that's when everybody got to see the majesty that was the Yakuza series because, if I'm not mistaken, in the US, that's the first one to be on PS4 and Xbox One, right?
No, it was never on Xbox.
It's still... Yeah, it's hard to believe in this day and age that it's still exclusive.
Yeah.
But that's right. It is the only one on the current generation. Oh, it just recently went to PC. That's right.
Oh.
I just made that announcement. So there's going to be tons of stuff regarding mods and whatnot. But you, Mark, just recently finished. Was it today or yesterday?
I finished 0 yesterday.
Okay, so since we both played the hell out of and really liked that game, we could talk about that at length.
Yes.
Also, me personally, I was going through Phantasy Star, the offline content that is not having to do with the story mode, so it's completely derailed from that. So I feel differently. We'll give a little update on that. What else you got, Bert?
I picked up Mega Man X collection. We could go into that.
Brand new. Yes.
And I did pre-order the Spider-Man PlayStation Pro system.
Nice.
Which I can't wait for. And then I'll finally have a Pro system as well.
Mm-hmm.
The whole red and white spider that sold me. And then I actually dig the red and white controller.
Yeah, because of the special controller too.
Yeah,
nice.
the analog sticks are white.
Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if the material they're made out of is going to be like dirt resistant, human resistant.
I hope so. If not, I'm going to have some gray ass nuts.
I don't understand. It's going to be like, yo, did this used to be white? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I have the white Xbox S, and my controls still somewhat clean.
Okay, so the sticks on those are the same thing?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right. That's
well, not the sticks though. The controller itself.
Well, no. I mean, they're pretty good because it's still a shell, or is it like softer material?
It's shell.
Okay, so that I understand, but I wonder if the PS4 has the soft sticks.
Yeah.
So you know how that is. So you said you pre-ordered the
yes,
the console, and it comes with the controller. Does it come with 2 or just 1?
One controller in the game.
And so since you pre-ordered, you get everything that comes with the game as well. Which now, can you do a breakdown if you remember what comes with the inside the game? Right?
So the Pro system comes with the game. The Spider-Man, pretty much it has the big white spider, the red system. Mm-hmm. Red controller with the white analog sticks, the game itself, and the beginning DLC.
Okay, and is that story-based costumes or what they say it was?
It's costumes, yeah. But those costumes also are unlockable in the game, so if you did not pre-order it, you can still unlock those costumes.
Okay, cool. That's actually pretty nice of them because I know there's that you want to make something exclusive to a pre-order, but that's actually pretty cool.
And then I also have pre-ordered the collector edition as well, and I'm actually getting that as well because I'm a big Spider-Man fanatic. And yes, this game is. I'm spending a lot of money on this fucking game.
But it's been a long time in the making, and
Yeah.
it's the only one of its kind. So
Yes.
you didn't.
So-
it's not like you bought a system for every special edition.
Yeah, so the Spider-Man Collectors is a statue of the new Spider-Man. Pretty much comes with a season pass.
Mhm.
Well, you should gain contact in the future. It comes with the 3 costumes and 1 special costume for the collector's edition itself. So that's going to be the 1 costume that you have to have the collector's edition. If not, you got to wait a little bit until they actually.
Okay, cool, gotcha.
I'm so looking forward to that game. The game looks freaking beautiful as hell. And also looking forward to actually playing 4K on my PS4.
Yes.
And,
So
yes.
is this the no because you're gonna have the system for it. Do you have other games that specifically? Oh no, Horizon, right?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon.
Which
yeah.
it doesn't really change. Like honestly, it's. I don't think you would really like see, especially with Horizon. Because Horizon was a beautiful fucking game.
Okay.
It's a beautiful game. It's visually, even on 1080, is a visually beautiful game.
Mhm.
Like you don't notice the 4K, and honestly, in that sense, unless you're really looking at it.
You know what would be interesting? I mean, it's unfortunate in the world, the ecosystem that the PS4 has, being that thing that there are games that are exclusive and never will be on PC.
Yeah.
But Horizon is one of those games where I wish they would let that slide and make a PC version of that game.
Yeah, that game is beautiful.
Like I would love to see like what ungodly machines could do with that.
Yeah.
So okay. So you know what? That could be a thing. You go back and because I know that has 2 modes, right? Performance and visual.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could pick up some other stuff. Like, did you get Neo?
Yes. No, I did not get Neo.
So if you haven't gotten that one, find out on the cheap. Get Neo.
I have Neo. I have
Neo.
Neo.
All right, cool. So that's another game. That's another game that has specific performance things.
Yeah, that game was hard as shit.
Yes, it is. I still haven't beaten it. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, that's my own fault because I did too much of the side stuff and didn't like continue the story.
Yeah.
So that's how that went.
And then also, I have God of War.
Oh yeah, true story. That does also have specific stuff.
Yeah, God of War as well. So I'm looking forward to getting this system. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. Most definitely. Like that game is like the main game I'm looking forward to the most.
Wait, just to throw some shade before we get off the topic of things that could be fixed by a pro system. Hey, wouldn't it have been great if Mass Effect Andromeda got fixed if you put it in a pro?
It needs a lot to be fixed.
I know. Nothing could.
It needs a young priest and an old priest.
Yeah. Oh no. Yes.
Power price
compels you. Yo. All right.
You know what game I'll definitely try? Like seeing that I'll be getting the pro and now have the Injustice gonna look crazy on it.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Well, I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter V and Dragon Ball Fighters on PS4 as well, so those gonna look pretty nice.
Yeah. Have you got any? You have any more details on the Switch version? Like, did they give a date on that one for Dragon Ball Fighter?
No, I think it's gonna come out Christmas time, but they haven't got a full release date yet.
Okay.
It's gonna be a holiday release.
I'm hyped to see how that shapes up.
Yeah. The little things I saw, like they were talking about it, there's little things that they had to eliminate, but you probably would not notice them.
I'm sure it's background stuff.
Yeah.
Like the character models are drawn. Like we talked about it before, but like the presentation of the fighting, you can leave that alone. I'm pretty sure it's like particle effects and all that.
Yeah.
Because that game doesn't look super graphically demanding. It's just like, yeah, it's pretty.
Exactly.
Very pretty.
So yeah, there's not a lot of things they had to eliminate to it, and also it's gonna have all the characters within the game. So it's gonna come with the bonus characters, which you had by season pass for the other 2 systems.
Okay.
That's gonna be the bonus thing. Is that it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be called like the Ultimate Edition or something like that. It's gonna have the bonus characters.
Oh, and I saw that that was something that happened this week. Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
They actually leaked the trailer, the teasers for Goku and Vegeta this week. So people were given their
Oh, those are the regular ones, right?
Yes, the vanilla Goku and vanilla Vegeta.
Oh.
Out of the two, I like that Goku has a lot of Kaioken stuff and has a super directly with that. That was one of my favorite things he had. He has the Spirit Bomb, which is awesome. Yeah. It's huge. And I'm kind of disappointed that Vegeta doesn't turn into the monkey as like a super, but he does the thing where his big energy just comes shooting out of his top of his head, which I don't remember that. I don't remember that in the show. But anyway, that's pretty cool to have them. So now you can have your team of Goku, and Goku, and Vegeta, and Vegeta. And they're all 3 different ones. So there you go.
Yeah, because there's 3 Gokus. Well, 4 Gokus if Goku Black counts as one.
And Vegito, because technically he's inside of that one too. So
it's 5 Gokus.
5 Gokus and 4 Vegetas?
It'll be 4.5.
4, okay. Yeah.
And then
definitely.
3.5 Vegetas. And then 3.5. No, 4. 3. Yeah. 2.5 Vegetas.
2.5 Vegetas. Because it's Super Saiyan Blue.
No,
and
3.5.
There's no, I'm just counting them off. There's Super Saiyan Blue, there's Vegeta, Super Saiyan, and then now there'll be regular and half of him. Yeah, so 3.5. That's hilarious. Yes. I wonder if they'll ever acknowledge. They acknowledge Broly. I wonder if they'll acknowledge Super Saiyan 4. That's not in the newer revisions of the series, right?
I think it'll be part of the current one that started like recently.
And there's never been that red one, the black hair with the red fur, right?
Or again, I think in the current series that's about to start.
Oh, you mean like they're getting to the point?
No, they just started a new series, and I think that's where you're gonna see those at.
Oh, just over again? So all the ones from Super and stuff, that's finished already?
It's continued from Super. Yeah, Super's finished.
Oh, so what? Oh, wow. See, damn, I missed it. Wow, I've been out of the loop with the animation then. Wow.
Yeah, so there's a new Dragon Ball series out right now. I think it's starting off with Broly story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be their first movie as well. Which
also they announced Kale. Was it Kale?
Yeah.
No, Khalifa? Which one is it?
Sure.
I think it might be Khalifa, not Kale. Whichever one is one of those characters who is the female equivalent to Broly, who she never trained or anything. She just woke up Super Saiyan, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, cool.
So there was a screenshot of her, nothing in motion yet.
Okay.
So I guess maybe I don't know. I don't have that. Do you know? Is there a season pass or did they just do character?
Season pass.
Okay, so maybe there's gonna be like two more characters to round that out when they're done.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping there's 2 more characters. All right, I see their basic Goku and basic Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I'm not sure.
The first bunch of DLC was only. Oh no, it was only 2 characters though. It was Bardock and
Vote.
Yeah, so it's probably too much to hope for that. So I guess.
Well, they had so far 6 characters.
Who's the first 2?
You had Yamza, the god that took over Goku's body.
I forget. See, you're right. I completely forgot about him. Those 2 came out after. Vegito, I glanced over, but yeah, I forgot about him. So they have 4 characters so far. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can hope for one.
I think it would be 8.
We can hope for one more character then.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting if they did that.
Yeah, definitely.
Other thing, talking about fighting games, we'll go into. I picked up Mega Man X collection. Mega Man X, I think is maybe my 1 or my 2 of my top Mega Man games.
I'm trying to think where they fall.
Mega Man 2.
I really like the first one, very much.
Mega Man 2 holds it dear to my heart. I think that was the first Mega Man game I ever played, so that would be my number one, and then X would be number two.
Okay. Yeah, I really liked X. I really like X.
So Mega Man X, I love the first game, but there's problems within the other games as well. I say like on the collection, if you're a Mega Man fan, then it's worth it. But if you only like certain titles of Mega Man, the only two titles that are really worth like going through is Mega Man X and then Mega Man X4.
Oh, they don't give you 2 and 3?
They give you 2 and 3, but 2 and 3 weren't that great.
They don't run. But do they run okay?
They run okay. It's just like
I've seen stuff about Mega Man X3 that I've seen that there's different versions of that game. So I wonder. Yeah. I don't know.
It's supposed to be the Mega Man X3 in that game, because I actually was watching videos on it recently. It's the Super NES version of the game.
Okay. Cool. So I saw that was a Sega Saturn one. That's bad, and I just like how.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Mega Man. I'll say Mega Man X1 and X4 are the two games that are like fully worth playing. Everything else, like again, if you're a fan of Mega Man, then you may enjoy it. Other than that, from 5 to 8 is clusterfuck.
Yeah, 5 is rough but at least it still looks good. But which one started polygonal? Was it 6 or 7? Oh, yeah. Now I'm done. I jumped off the boat after 6. I stopped caring after 5, but I completely jumped off after 6.
So 4, I think, was an amazing game.
You know what? My only critique is it's super hard. Yeah. If you don't get the armor, it's super hard.
Yes. But it was an amazing game, and the fact that you was actually able to play as Zero and all, I think added to the game as well. Like he had a Shoryuken and all that stuff. Yeah, but even Mega Man X1 had the Hadouken as well. If it was a little secret to get the Hadouken as a move.
See, I'm curious about 2 because I never played that one. I never had Super Nintendo, so I skipped over it. But I always was curious about that one because I know that's the first appearance of playable Zero.
Yeah.
Because he gets the Shoryuken as his secret move.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if that's. It never appealed to me because of how it looked. Like his sprite always looked very big compared to like the other enemies, and it looked goofy to me.
Yeah.
So do you have any experience with Mega Man X2?
Mega Man X2 was a solid game. It had some cool features in the game. Like I had a motorcycle stage and stuff like that. So it was something new to the genre. It's just I think that was also the one that had the Guns N' Roses names as the
no, that's X5. I remember that clearly. Yeah.
So in the collection, they don't have. They had to change the names because
I saw.
Right.
Did you know who named them? I saw the lore behind that. Apparently, the voice actress for Claire was working at Capcom, and I guess she suggested it because I think her husband was a huge Guns N' Roses fan. It's some weird thing like that where she was working on a localization team, I guess, before she was a voice actress.
Yeah.
Or around the same time, because Resident Evil 2 would it be around the same time as Mega Man, maybe X4. So she was probably So if she was localizing all those games, it makes sense that like 5 she would be doing her job. But anyway, Claire has something to do with that, and some weird.
But yeah, I'll say like if I bought the collection of Volume 1 and 2, just the fact that it was $30, which was only $10 more. So I was like, all right, I'll deal with the other ones just because it's $10. But if you don't care for 5, 6, 7, and 8, just get Volume 1. I think Volume 1 is the only one that's really worth it. Yeah.
I would agree. From a personal standpoint, I can't stand 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, they were terrible. They were really bad, and that was the downfall of Mega Man.
I would agree. I'd agree. Yeah, it's really not good.
And then you also they actually have the regular Mega Man collection as well. If you a big Mega Man fan, that has Mega Man 1 through 10. And then Mega Man 11, which is the new Mega Man game, first Mega Man game made brand new by Capcom, will be coming out. I think it's October.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and it looks really cool.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Yes. I mean, it's about time, right? Been a little bit.
Yep, been a while.
How long ago was 10? That was a system ago, right?
Yeah, well, that was on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that was like the last generation, so it's been a while.
And that just went right back to the 8-bit graphics and stuff.
Well, they were there for a little bit. Did you get to play 9?
9, they both were really hard. I played both of them. I beaten both of them. They were really fucking hard as shit.
Okay. I don't have either one of those. Again, like I think once I went to X, I stuck with X, and I never really.
Yeah.
The only to be fair, my favorite Mega Man game, like of the regular series, is 8.
8,
and that's not anybody's favorite Mega Man.
That was a good game though. I enjoyed it.
It was fun, but like
the pretty game.
Again, yeah, I like it. 1 because it was pretty, but 2 because the music in that game is really, really.
Yeah.
Like that's usually what becomes a favorite game to me. Even if the game is bad, sometimes the soundtrack is super good. I like it does something.
So my only gripe with the game, and that's I will just say it because I'm playing on the Switch, and the Switch don't have a D-pad on the right side, the left side of the controller yet. There are coming out with them.
Okay.
And I may have to buy one because Mega Man is meant to play with a D-pad.
Yeah.
It's not meant to play with analog. Analog is really hard to play with because you can't dash. Because you can play forward to double to dash. You don't have to always press the dash button, and their dash button is on the A button as well.
Okay.
Which is kind of annoying. So I always have to move the dash button to the bumper button.
Makes sense.
A lot easier to do than always going to A because I would feel like I had to move my hands far to hit A.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So that's my only gripe with it is that the Switch, you kind of have to use the analog unless you're playing with the Pro Controller, and the Pro Controller has the D-pad. Other than that, like if you're playing on the go, you don't have the D. Again, you have to. There's a D-pad left Joy-Con coming up, so I may have to invest in that because that shit is kind of annoying, especially with Mega Man games.
So I mean, that's interesting. That's an oversight that you really wouldn't think about until you get around to certain games and go, oh yeah. So okay.
And usually that is good for like a lot of those kind of games. A lot of side-scroller games are usually better with a D-pad.
Yes, they are. One in particular. I mean, are you finished with Mega Man?
I finished Mega Man X1.
Okay, cool.
I've beaten X1. Now I just started X2.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, at least you're happy with your purchase, even though you got a few duds. Are you gonna actually play them now?
Yes, I plan to go through all of them. I should record. Actually, put that up.
You should. Yeah, that should be like. We need to hear your reaction to playing those.
Oh, I'm gonna curse a lot. Put that episode censored.
You also need to watch all the animations in Mega Man X4.
They were good. The voice acting was bad.
The voice acting was terrible. What are we fighting for? I don't know, Zero.
What are we fighting for? The animation was dope though.
Yeah, it was. I can't front on that, boy. Oh boy. Capcom Sound Team, they had a problem.
Oh, cool thing about it is the fact that you can play the Japanese version of the game and not the English.
Oh, nice.
That was a cool thing. So you can switch it to Rockman.
Also, that cool thing that they have with because I know that's not a thing from the other ones because they weren't on like emulators. But I know do you know if every version every X game has the save state thing?
So it does not have a save state like you can save anywhere. No, you have like when you get the passwords, that's where it saves.
Okay, cool.
So like after you beat the boss and you get the password, it will save there. Or if you go on the stage and collect things and cut them out, you can save there.
Okay, understood.
It won't save like if you're going through the stage and in the middle of the stage, you cannot save.
Aw, damn. Wow.
So you gotta go old school in that way.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit. This is a little wrestling news, but dude that was
It popped up on my phone.
yeah,
Brian Christopher.
Brian Christopher just passed away.
Oh, he said he passed away. Wow.
Yeah.
See, that was another update. I got hospitalized after hanging himself in jail.
Oh shit.
That is dark.
Yeah, he did.
No. Oh wow. No, I don't remember. Brian Christopher, was that?
That's Grandmaster Sexay.
Jeez.
That was Lawler's son.
Man, that's gotta be rough. Whew. Jeez. All right. Well,
Nikolai Volkov passed away as well.
the same day?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Early this morning, he passed away.
Oh, well, rest in peace to Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah. It just popped up. I was like, oh shit. He died.
Mm-hmm. And Grandmaster Sexay. I mean,
Yeah.
listen,
Lawler's son.
this is true, but like, you know, if anybody was going through something, like whatever it is to make him do that, you know,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you don't wanna shit talk him. So,
We'll probably
alright.
get more into it on the Wrestling Babble podcast next week.
Yeah, we'll find out the exact details.
Exactly. But yeah,
Mhm.
they passed away. Yeah, going into the Mega Man X. X1 is definitely worth playing. They do have like a little movie in the end. Like you can actually watch all the little anime of Mega Man.
So
I don't know what the name
that
is.
wasn't in one, so they made something brand new.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay,
that was actually pretty cool too. And they also have an X Challenge mode, which is kind of cool.
that's the thing I thought that was really nice. Like the boss rush and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that special that you could use two bosses' weapons in that. Like
Yeah.
that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so those are the things they added to it. Again, with the Switch, I guess if you want to go, then it'll probably be kind of annoying to play. You'll get used to it, but it's not the greatest. It's with the buttons that's on the left Joy-Con. You do need a D-pad. Other than that, like if you have a Pro, take the Pro with you and play on it because it's a little better in that sense.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
So a definite buy.
if you're a Mega Man fan.
If you're a Mega Man. Okay.
You're a Mega Man fan. One I always say is a classic and everyone should play. If you want to play the fine Mega Man game, like you have to recommend one Mega Man game for most people to play. It'll be 2 or X for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe 3.
It's too hard. I don't have that.
2 is
memory.
difficult. I think the last stage is the most difficult thing of it, but it's beatable.
Okay. All right.
It's a fun game. And
Not
it
like
had-
9 or 10.
No, not like 9 or 10 or 1. 1 was a pain in the ass too.
Really? Okay.
But yeah, Mega Man 2 and 3 I think were the highlights of the NES days of Mega Man. And then Super Nintendo was X.
Yes.
Mega Man 7 was good though.
I didn't like how he looked.
No?
He looked creepy.
He had a big ass head.
Yes, he did. But they also kind of patterned him after like the Mega Man from like the box art,
Yeah.
like the American box art. We had that like chubby face
Yeah.
and always had a smile on it. And was like just really like weird looking.
Why you always smile?
I don't know.
But yeah, definitely check it out.
You know what? I'll say it. They need to go back and dig up the Game Boy ones. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I know the first one is a remake of 1, but like 2 has a few things a little different. I
the Zero games are really good.
Oh, you mean the Game Boy Advance one? Well, is that
Yes.
Advance or is that
Yeah,
DS?
Game Boy Advance. The first one
Okay.
was on Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
It was Mega Man Zero. Those are really good games.
Yeah, Zero. ZX was pretty good too. That was a really like that was dope. The way they let the boss powers change your movement. So you would change color and stuff, and you could be able to move in different ways. Like you could swim, you could fly, and like that was pretty cool.
Don't do Mighty Number 9.
If I could get back my money, I would. Oh
You know what
boy.
you should try though that has Number 9 in it? The Gunvolt Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
Mighty Number 9. That was actually pretty fun, and I have it on the Switch as well.
All it takes is somebody who knows how to make a good game, and you can put any character in it.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez. Why you had to bring that up, man? Damn. I still haven't beaten the second stage. Like, I just gave up. It's just not fun.
Good. It's not good. It's not a good game.
Not
it's
fun.
annoying, too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Way too much long. See, at least Cuphead was great.
Cuphead is amazing. They were in two totally different leagues, but it is.
But that was a game that I waited quite a few years for, and
ooh boy! But did you put money down trying to support the project like I did, thinking like, oh man, look at all this cool concept art. Look at that concept art. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a good game. Not seeing any gameplay footage, and then it just comes out of whatever the brown hole NT Creates has. Because remember, mind you, they've been doing a lot of good games. One which I'm going to talk about, but they also let out that game, that disgusting abomination.
Yep.
Disappoint. Okay. Much disappoint.
It's okay.
All right. It's okay.
Just you want to know a way you feel better about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Jenkins probably spent over $300 on Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh yeah. I mean, he did get some pretty cool cups, but yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So feel a little better about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man. And you know what? To this day, I don't even think he played the game.
His hour count's probably in single digits. It's probably like he probably played for like 20 minutes. It was like, I'm done.
I don't even think I really don't think he played the game.
No, he did. He discussed. He said he got up to like the beginning of the game. I think he got to see his character and all that.
Yeah.
And it was just like he didn't like the lead characters. I think, and it was like, I understand.
Yeah. That was a hard one.
Can't play a game when you don't like the main characters. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, and we're gonna take a little break right here, just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the Icky Spitter I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast. That's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast, as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
I've been on Yakuza
0 and otherwise, starting from the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah, so 0 was a prequel game that came out a lot later than the other ones. I started with 0, so I actually learned about the characters before ever touching a Yakuza game. Like, I have never played a Yakuza game before. So 0 was my first experience of a Yakuza game, and I really, once I got once I got time into the game, I started really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It starts out kind of, gameplay wise, it starts out very generic.
Yeah.
But it more than makes up for everything with personality. And then the more and more you dive into the game, you start to get the depth in the combat and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get to play all those silly ass mini games.
Yes. Which I played Outrun for a ridiculous amount of time.
Did you get to play bowling with the turkey? Or is it with a chicken?
No,
yeah,
I did
you
not.
fight against the chicken.
I did not fight against you. I still got a lot of things to do. You know what? I still got a lot of sub stories and all that stuff to play in Yakuza 0, which I'll probably go back and do that. Because I did finish the game, but there was a lot of like sub stories and stuff like that.
No question. Because there are two major parts of the game. Kurohyou's real estate business and Majima's club. Did you try any of that stuff besides the story?
Yeah, I got my club to a B,
Oh wow. Okay.
And I kept like recruiting and like that. And then the real estate, I own like one whole area, and I never got that further than that.
Wow. Okay. So for me, it was the opposite. I finished all the area stuff because I wanted to finish his tree.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you can get like something that you have to finish that. And I didn't finish Majima's, so there's that. So
It's just trial and error. Like pretty much, what Majima is more like a dine and dash.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's with, isn't it with you like interviewing the girls?
That's
You
when
know,
to get her to be a better host.
Host. Oh yes, you have to like. Oh yeah, it's a whole thing with you have to dress them up and
Yeah.
teach them how to deal with customers.
But-
Like that's
but then when-
very involved.
Yeah, but then when it gets like when it plays like the restaurant, it plays like dine and dash. You put them with
yeah.
like some wants companionship, some wants love, some wants to talk, some
Mhm.
and then you get some weird characters that line up working there too. Like I got the old lady that tried to say that you harassed her. She lands up working for you, so she's one of the people, and her talk meter is like all the way to the roof. So if someone wants to talk, you just tell her to talk.
Yeah, true. I did do a few, and I remember she was the one, the little old lady with the purple hair, right?
Yeah.
Yes. She's from a side quest,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious where she just keeps thinking you're harassing her, and she skips you online.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that same chick. She kept skipping online and shit. I just want to punch her in the back of the head.
And Majima's trying so hard not to.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
There's a lot of like crazy missions like that. There's a lot of like little submissions. Just collecting.
I was gonna ask, do you? Because there's so many. Do you have a favorite one?
Well, I guess the Sega with Zero, the Sega arcade, like Outrun, Space Carrier, Hang On, and I just unlocked the last arcade.
Okay, cool.
Fantasy Zone.
Mm-hmm.
I just unlocked.
Oh
that.
yeah. Okay, I know something.
Because you had to have you had to make friends with someone, and then you beat their score, and then they unlock the game for you.
Okay.
That one's is in Manjima's storyline.
Okay.
The fantasy game, and then the Hang On is in Kairu's.
Okay. Yeah. I think my favorite ones involved what's the old guy, Bacchus.
Yeah.
Because he, first of all, he has that funny ass voice clip.
Yeah.
Like every time he shows up.
Yeah.
Hey. And it just always calls Kurohyou boy. It's just fucking hilarious. And but I do like he does introduce you to a lot of the fighting moves.
Yeah.
Specifically for like the punching style, and he introduces you to that guy. That's the homeless dude that just he is a punch out artist, I think it's called, where he dodges everybody's punches. So like I like that storyline, that side mission.
Yes, that was actually. What else I like? Well, I'm not good at the karaoke. I'm not good at the dancing. I do got to learn how to play them better.
Oh, so did you get to play against their world's Michael Jackson?
No, I did not.
Oh, so you didn't get that? Oh, that's actually a pretty one too. That's a pretty funny one too.
Yeah, I gotta get better at that because I just learned how to play it. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll do it again.
You just reminded me of all those really funny. Like there's that guy, the Michael Jackson guy. You got to protect him from zombies because he's doing a thriller video. There's a lot of funny stuff in that game. Damn. Yeah.
So I do got it. I'm gonna plan a 100% it, but right now I started part 1, Quantity 1, which is the first game, and I'm kind of digging where the story goes because again, I just saw the ending of Majima, and I think I felt most for that character more than anybody because the downward spiral he kind of did.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I was just really mad about it. I was like, damn, really? And then how what he became and what he is now. He's like a psychotic bastard right now.
He's basically that world's Joker.
Yeah.
So you got to see his origin story.
Yeah, and the thing is also is the fact that I really liked his character. I think I liked him more than this dude.
Kurohyou, yeah.
Yeah, I liked him more than Kurohyou.
I'm not 100% though. if they've been retconning some of his stuff slowly because he's become so popular now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Kiwami is 100% faithful to who he was in the original game.
Okay. But yeah, for Kiwami 1, pretty much you're pretty much picking up from where you left off. You line up. There's a big murder. So the Japanese dude that died, I actually call him the Japanese Luis Guzman because he looks like that guy.
Oh yes, yeah. He was a big fixture in the first game.
Yeah. So it was his brother that killed him, and he took the rap, and he's in jail for like 10 years for his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is he always taking the rap for shit?
I don't know.
That's like that's his character.
You know what it is? They probably don't tell you, but that's probably Kiryu's way of taking a break.
Yeah.
It's like, you imagine all the shit he has to go through, how many dudes you beat up on the street.
Yeah.
Like, you have to fight like every few minutes. So you imagine in the real world, there's a guy everywhere you go, somebody wants to kick your ass, and you got to fight all these crazy mafia guys, and then in the end, you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I just want to go somewhere. I'll take a vacation. You can't go anywhere because they'll follow you. So fuck it, go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
he was in jail for 10 years.
You. Yeah, they'll protect you in jail, but outside they're gonna get you.
So the murder happened in pretty much the ending of Zero kind of led into what happened in the murder of 95. They all had like what they did until 1995, and then so when Kiwami started, pretty much you see where everything is going and all the lieutenants and who took over this, who took over that. But then the whole big murder, which pretty much Kairu took the blame, he goes to jail for 10 years. So basically, the timeline of this game is 2005.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's 2005.
That's right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in jail for 10 years.
Also, the other thing you kind of see is like that's a recurring theme, him going to jail, but also that they also make sure to mention whenever Kiryu goes to jail, because it happens more than once.
Yeah,
is that they always mention how the city's changed.
Yeah,
because it's always the same city, but it's literally they progress it through time.
Yeah.
So you got to see it, which was actually really cool. Is they tried to get super, and that's another thing people might take for granted is that you ever notice the super level of detail in that game? Yeah. Like you could read everything.
Yeah.
The buildings are mostly different. The banners are different and stuff. But
it's funny is the fact that all the businesses are the same though.
Yeah, well, except for the ones that changed throughout the years. Like they actually went back and put in I guess 1985 businesses and stuff. Because you see a lot of, I'm trying to remember if there's Casio or Walkman.
Yeah,
I think you see, and we know Walkman. Sony killed that a long time ago.
Yeah,
and you get to see all the new logos and stuff for every different time period. And I think that's one of the cool features of that game is like they don't just be lazy with it because they really could.
Yeah,
because it is the same map.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly the same map. It's just like some stores some stores stayed looking the same. Like the grocery stores all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have some places that got upgraded. What was the lot that they were fighting for? Is a whole building on top now.
Yes. Yeah.
And everything like that. So those are things like again, if you play 0 going into 1, then you start noticing the big differences. Like the lot they were fighting for. That was the first thing I actually looked for when I was able to start roaming the city.
Mm-hmm.
Was the location where the lot was.
So you know what's cool about that is that you look for the lot because you play 0, having played the other ones first, because they never mentioned the origin exactly in that much detail.
Yeah.
So Yakuza 1, the Millennium Tower is there.
Yeah.
It's not an empty lot because that's what Kiwami is. It's literally the first game. So it's kind of cool having to get that origin story to a game, and nobody ever thought this was ever going to happen.
Yeah,
I didn't think there was ever going to be a Yakuza 0.
I'm actually really happy that I started with that game.
Yeah. So it just for me, it's a different perspective on it because I was like, I already knew what it was, but it's like I like it more because they went through the effort to show you where it came from. That's a pivotal building. There's so many battles, and you'll find out.
Yeah.
So many battles with shirtless dudes on top of that.
Majima, it was there?
Where? Which place?
The part that he was in Zero.
Oh, his part of the city? No, not that I remember.
Yeah. Because he had his own little area.
Yeah, he was in a different city. Well, yeah, because it's Japan, so it's basically like this small city. So he was like across a bridge or something like that.
Yeah, because now, like, I'm in the end, I was like wondering if I could change can you change characters back when you free roam?
Oh, you just don't in Zero? You talking about?
Yeah.
Don't you just go somewhere where you change?
I have no clue.
No, can't you just pick who you want to be? Like, don't you have to go to, I think, the office or something, and they let you change or something like that?
And I have to look that up because I haven't been able to change.
Yeah, I think you have to go to like a telephone or something like that in your office. I don't think the regular ones let you do it. I think you have to go to your office.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll try that when I do play it again. But right now I'm going to Kiwami 1 and the story part like that. But I'm very happy with the ending. I did like the whole. There was times I just wanted certain people to die, so they finally died, and I was like, okay, I'm happy he died. He's vicious when you find things like the teapot.
Oh my god! The heat actions in those games are the best.
And I do like the fighting system. You know what I compare this game to? But it's a lot more fun version of it.
Okay.
Shimiu.
Yeah. I see the building blocks.
It's a more fun version of Shimiu.
It's like if they said, okay, we're not going to be family friendly at all. Let's just turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
With the ass whooping.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how I feel about when I'm playing this game. And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's really fun. I kind of wish I understood Japanese so I don't have to like read everything.
Yeah, that does hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Other than that, like, but when they have main story and they're long too, like some of the story arcs are like a good 20 minutes. Some of them go for 15 to 30 minutes. Like the ending of Zero was about 30, almost 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was like I was like watching a movie. I was glad that I woke up really early that day. And I was like, all right, let me finish this game because I was right at the end anyway. So I finished the game and about 45 minutes.
Shit, you just reminded me that the last boss in that game is fucking amazing. That fight is fucking cool.
Yes. I liked all the fight scenes. I told you about the car chase. I really enjoyed. You going the Japanese building was really fun. Like those missions where you have to run to a point A to point B, and you're just fighting people and keep going. Like even in the Kiwami 1 when in the funeral, that shit was fucking crazy.
Oh man,
I
can't wait for 2. Fuck.
I had to pre-order it because I'm actually really enjoying these games so much. Like it's the kind of game that I like to play. Like I like the action style of it. Like it's like the fighter mixed with adventure versus mixed with the it has even RPG elements in a way.
Yeah, basically.
And that's one thing I like about it.
You know what?
Not. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what this game is? It's basically River City Ransom.
Yeah,
that's what it really is. It's River City Ransom. You beat men up, and money comes out. Then you go buy stuff and eat. So basically,
pretty much.
You wear a nice suit. You wear a nice suit.
That's a really good explanation for this game. Like, what can you compare to River City Ransom? That actually is a really good game to compare it to.
It was really ahead of its time because even back then in the 8-bit days, it had RPG elements. So you were beating people up with a little bit of a purpose. So I mean, that's what it is. You whoop that ass, you get that money, you level up, you eat amazing looking stuff. Like that's another thing. All the food looks amazing. You know what? I think that game came out, and then there was that whole fascination with Final Fantasy 15. Remember? Yeah. Because all of their food was photorealistic.
Yeah.
And then Zero came out, and it was like it's the same thing. It's like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Japanese love their food, man.
I'm about to get me some ramen for this damn game.
Shit, damn.
But yeah, I'm really digging the game. It's a lot of fun. Probably one of I'm loving the fact that it's Sega as well. Because I will always have a little love for Sega, no matter what. Like,
I was a Genesis kid, so
yeah, same here. So I always have a lot of love for Sega. So seeing Sega still making good games, it's nice to see.
Yeah, that's true. It's a first party Sega game. That's good. That's a good thing.
But yes, I'm at Kiwami 1. I'm going through it. I may have more videos of the fight. I'll probably just do the boss fights and The boss fights and stuff like that, because some of the stories are really long.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just switch and just play around with the game, just follow my adventure on Twitch, Mike on Twitch.
Yep.
Should have more retro stuff as well. Again, I recorded a bunch of videos, Drunken Mario, which is fun because we sucked.
Okay. All right.
You know what video I gotta put on my YouTube? I gotta find it. I have our fellow RedCycloneInc member, Jabstar, losing and getting his ass kicked by Glass Joe.
Really? Wow. Damn.
Twice.
Did he know how to play the game though?
He was drunk.
Okay. All right. We'll give that to him.
But he lost twice.
Listen, when you don't know how to throw them punches, that's what happens. Even the mighty Glass Joe can take you down.
So I was watching a YouTube video recently, and they were talking about the one win that Glass Joe won.
And it was against who? Isn't it the guy?
It was the boss from Super Punch Out.
The Sugar Man? No.
Nick Swisher?
Oh, that guy. Yes.
And that, because supposedly Super Punch Out is supposed to be a prequel to Punch Out.
Okay.
Because you're not Little Mac in Super Punch Out.
Okay. Understood.
So I was telling Julio that I want to get that shirt for him. I want to get that. You know when they had the square of him sitting in the corner and it has win record and it says 1 and 200 something losses.
Yes.
I want to get that, put it on a shirt, and give it to Julio for his birthday. I really want to do that, so I'm trying to find out who will make me this shirt.
That's amazing.
I will definitely.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So going back to Yakuza, I think that's the thing with that. Kind of just discovery. It has. I like the fact that it has like the street roaming and things like that. The free roam more than anything, that you can just roam and find missions and things like that. Because it kind of gives you the, like, even Assassin's Creed is sometimes it's just like overwhelming sometimes.
Oh, all the stuff to do. Yeah.
But there's a lot of things to do, but it's a small city, so it's not going to take you like a half hour to get to one state to the other, like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
Like, you remember freaking San Andreas? You ever drove from Los Santos to Las Vegas? It took you almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long ass drive. And they help you out with all those fast travel with the taxis.
Yeah, but if you actually would drive, it would take you about 20 minutes. I like the fact that it's small.
Oh, no. I was talking about that game. I was talking about Yakuza. They eliminate that by having those taxis there.
Yes.
Yes, it does take a long time.
Yeah. Like, but going to, like, one city to, like, one part of the city to the other don't take that long. And that's something I like about it.
And you know what, though? It's interesting. They keep evolving that series. That game was an improvement to the original games. Yeah. And now I'm seeing the small little evolutions and fine tunes because, you know, Kiwami, like we were talking about earlier, before we were saying how we like the character development in Kiwami 1 a little better than we like in 0 because they changed it up. So even that experience is a little bit different. It's not just a different story, it's a whole different leveling system.
Yeah.
And just the way they broke it up. And so that game, Kiwami 1, came out after 0, but also came out before 6. I was telling you. Yes. Again, they've evolved the system again. So I'm actually curious to see, because I haven't been spoiling myself with videos of 2 because it's already out in Japan. Yeah. So I'm actually curious to see what the system in 2 looks like now, because I know it's going to be different.
I'm looking forward to August 28th. I pre-ordered it. I'm looking forward to getting it. I kind of want the whole collection. I'm hoping they actually do 5, 4. Well, you said 3 and 4 are definitely.
Yeah, they confirmed that.
I hope they do 4 and then 5. And then, you know what? With 6, I gotta see if they did. Did they do a steel case for 6?
I think so. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Because the Kiwami 1, 2 is gonna be steel case.
Yeah, the regular. If I can find it right now, I have the physical edition of 6.
Yeah.
one of the few games I actually have because somebody bought it for me, which is lucky. So, yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up 6. I'm gonna go through I'm gonna go through the series. I'm actually really enjoying it, and this is something that I'm actually is really new to me in that sense.
And I'm just glad more people like it.
Yeah,
because there was a little while where the reason why 5, I think the way it was because it wasn't that it started to not be popular. Like 3 and 4 were still coming out and whatnot, but like I don't think it was hitting the numbers that Zip. Definitely not the numbers that 0 hit.
yeah.
I'll put it to you that way. So I think it was probably on its way out and going back to being just a Japanese exclusive game.
Yeah.
And I think 5 only had a digital version. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a thing. It's only a digital version of that game. And also they, just so you know, there are different types of Yakuza games that have never come out here.
Okay.
I think it's called Senzan. There's a Yakuza where they basically you go back to the the old school samurai ways.
Okay.
I think it's Kiryu's ancestors because you pretty much kind of just look like him.
Yeah.
But like it's a whole different thing. It's a samurai. It's basically a samurai game. It's like almost like Way of the Samurai, but with the same type of Yakuza, over the top action, which is pretty cool. So also I wish they would bring that over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't bring that over. I think there's 2 of those.
Yeah, I gotta get 6. I'm actually seeing the special edition for 6.
Kenzan, not Senzan. Kenzan. Yeah, that came out in 2008. Yeah, it's literally just Kiryu.
Yeah.
But I guess you're supposed to be his ancestor.
Cool. I see in 6 that they had like working out and all that stuff in there.
Yeah, that's another cool thing. I got into that. I thought it was gonna be a pain in the ass, but like each different exercise is a different mini game, which is cool.
They have a copy of it with the art book and the steel case.
Yeah, that's the one I have. That's the default one. That's the default one.
All right. It's still $60. I'm gonna wait till it goes down. But you know what? I'll probably pick it up eventually. I gotta finish these games first. I probably won't touch it until after Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, I just want to play them in order too, because I'm actually digging the story. So going into these, it's easier that way. Because again, Zero's opened up my eyes about the characters, so I understand. Like if I would have went through this and seeing what this dude is doing to me, like following me and trying to fight me and shit, I would not understand why he is like that or anything like that. But Zero kind of made me feel about that character, and I see that he had a fucked up story.
Yes, yeah, definitely. From beginning to end, his story is pretty fucked up.
I was like, I want to just give the guy a hug, man. He's sad.
He'd probably stab you if you tried to hug him.
You know what's great though too is that I think I actually, again, like I was saying, I liked him more as a character than Kyrie.
I think everybody did because he has a personality.
Yeah.
Kiryu's not. He's not who you go to for like laughs and stuff. He's always the straight man getting into some wacky situation or, as you see, always dangerous situation. Yeah.
And this dude, and I also liked his fighting styles. Like I really liked the one with the bat. I really liked his breakdancing one. I liked his whole fighting stance and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's missed. His gameplay is missed.
Well, he's in 2, so don't worry. You could play as him in 2. That's another brand new thing to that part of the series.
Yeah.
Like you could never play as anybody else except Kiryu up until the 3rd game.
Okay.
And then that was where they introduced a bunch of new characters and stuff. And then I think 4 they centered it back on Kiryu. So
okay.
No, Majima's never been like playable until these new games. So.
And I'm very glad I started with that one because I actually really like this character, and that ending just was sad. It's just really sad. Like, oh man, poor guy.
It makes you feel.
It did. It really did. The whole like seeing the watch and everything too.
It's just also just with the girl story is terrible.
Yeah.
That story is awful.
Yes, it was.
You know what? not for nothing. Women in that game, they get it just as bad as the guys.
Yeah.
It's equal opportunity, terribleism.
But you never fight. There's no chicks you fight. You don't fight no girls.
Not in 0.
Not in 1 either.
No, not in regular. No, see, I didn't have that much history with 1, but when I beat it, no, there's no ladies in there. I think there's a lady in like 3 or something. I forget. Well, no, that's not true. Goromi's in the game. What are you talking about? You gotta fight Goromi. You don't remember Majima when he's dressed up as a woman?
Oh yeah.
With the blonde hair.
It's still
he still has the fucking goatee.
Yeah.
Just the best. Oh, he shows up with that silver breakdancing suit on. Looking like a spaceman. Like,
I can't wait to get more into this game.
Yeah. It's great.
I actually really dug the opening Kiwami thing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
those are really good. I like Zeros a lot. I like Kiwami a lot.
I put one of those for the opening this Yeah, honestly, if they have a soundtrack, I'm gonna try to download it.
Yeah.
I really
It should be on iTunes. I think Sega sells it too. I'm 100% sure. No. I know for a fact Sega sells those. I've seen the discs, but I mean, like in America, I don't know.
I really like the soundtracks a lot.
Yeah, that's also another. Even the Yakuza Twitter account appreciates the music. Like they know what's up. So
yes, it was really good. But yeah, I can't wait to get more into it. I'll have more news when I go through Kiwami. That's what I'm doing right now. Yes, awesome game. Yeah, thanks for giving me the recommendation.
Anytime, man. There's some stuff that you just wouldn't think to play because it's not initially popular.
If it wasn't for the fact that I did buy Zero for probably $5.
Yeah. That's the other thing too. Yeah. It was dirt cheap at a certain point.
Yeah, it was $5.
Both of them.
And then Kiwami I got for $10.
Yeah, they're both dirt cheap because it was way after the sales. I mean, it was during the sales, but way after they came out. So
yeah, I caught Zero on Black Friday for $5.
Ah.
And then Kiwami I got a couple of days ago. It was $10 on Best Buy. So I was like, all right, I'll definitely check this out, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I
remember 2 really good games.
Because I bought the regular one. I bought full price. No. Both of them I bought digitally. So I bought Zero Day Of, so I didn't get the sale. But Kiwami, I ended up getting a sale because they had a half price sale. So again, still, like, how could you pass that up?
Yes, definitely try it out. Like Japanese stuff.
Yeah, there was a controversy with Zero. So I don't know if you remember when the demo for Zero came out. It was actually the full game. Oh no, I think that was 6. So that's terrible. Yeah. Some people downloaded the entire version of 6.
Damn.
For free.
That was one of them.
And it was like going off for a good day. So a lot of people got it, but still popular enough that a lot of people still bought it.
Yeah. I heard there was rumors for Part 7 as well.
They're not going to use Kurohyou, so they're definitely continuing the series, but it's not going to be him anymore.
Okay. So I guess I have to play through them.
There's already a new spin-off game.
Okay.
I'd have to look up the name of it. It's currently in Japan only now, but there's I think you play as a young member of Kurohyou's clan.
Okay.
I think it's just Tojo clan. I think it is.
Yeah. And
so you play as like an upstart. So it's kind of like it's but you know what the difference is more centered on the fighting, and it's the camera is closer in and it's like lower to the ground, so it looks completely different. It's like they're going for a totally different thing for that game.
Okay.
So it's looking like it needs some balanced stuff, but there's already been 2 of them. And so, like I'm just saying, in Japan they move fast with that shit. I didn't even know what that was. And I noticed
this game has 6 parts. Like, what game has 6 parts?
Besides, like a Final Fantasy, not many.
Well, 7 parts. Zero will be considered one, so 7 parts.
Well, like I said, this Japanese exclusive, so it has more than that too. It's probably got like 10 games already. Oh yeah, it does. Dead Souls counts.
Yeah.
Dead Souls counts. Kinzan counts. These spin-offs, these new spin-offs count. Yeah, it's got more than 10 games.
Cool.
And most of them are good. So.
Yes.
Not like Final Fantasy. I bought Dirge of Cerberus day one. Guess what? I regret it.
Yeah, I won't play it.
Maybe that should be a playthrough. Dirge of Cerberus. I'm still thinking right now of the horrible part where you had to fight snipers. That was like the main part of the game I hated.
Yeah.
Square did not know how to make a shooter. Let me just put that out there. And back in the, I don't know what year that was. Maybe it was like 2004 or some shit.
Yeah.
They did not know how to make a shooter.
That's crazy.
It was pretty, but it damn sure was clunky as hell. Did have Gak though, so yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Gak is cool. Gak is cool.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the series. And the music, I think it really helps as well. The music is fucking great.
You know what? They should bring back Bujingai. Somebody make an HD version of Bujingai. I want to play as Gak again.
Yeah.
Like yeah, he's like I think the only musical star I think in any type of history that has a video game that has nothing to do with music. Like it's a fucking he has a character action game.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually pretty good. It was on PS2 and it's called Bujingai, The Forgotten City.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe I'll play that if I can find my copy of that. That's a
game.
Wu-Tang had a terrible game.
Yes, it did.
That
it was originally supposed to be Thrill Kill.
Yes, it was. Also, did you know Thrill Kill had a character that was Kinoryu? The midget, no, he wasn't a midget. He was a deformed man that had who was a, what do you call that? Siamese twins, but he had no legs. Just the where the legs were his brother.
Yeah.
So it was a man that was half man, and he had a costume that one half was Kin and one half was Ryu. Pretty funny.
I actually had that. I think I had that game for a little bit. It was okay.
It was banned in America, so if you have a copy, hold on to that.
Yeah, I think I might as well be like though.
So like if you ever have banned in America, Thrill Kill.
And I saw why it was banned, but I don't think it needed to be banned.
Did it need? No, it didn't need to be. Hell no. It was just bad.
Yeah, it was like dominatrix shit.
And she would stick like she had a cattle prod.
Yeah.
She would stick it up your butt.
Yep.
I think you would explode. I'm not sure. You know what? There was a lot worse than that though. You ever play Tattoo Assassins?
No.
Ooh, you should play Tattoo Assassins. That's a homework assignment. Go play Tattoo Assassins. Go find that on emulator. It never came out, so you can. Yeah. So downloading it for free is not illegal because it's not a real game.
I gotta look for it then.
Tattoo Assassins.
Tattoo Assassins.
It's terrible.
Do I want to go down that road?
Yeah, you do. So you can see what a bad fighting game looks like.
All right. Oh.
Yeah. Before we close out for this episode, I just want to give a shout out to Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I mean, I know it's 2 months late, maybe 3, but I picked that up. Still a very reasonable price for the game, $10. And what it is basically a love letter to Castlevania, and not the Metroidvania type of genre. So it's an old school where it's single character on screen. You can switch like Castlevania 3. One weapon type per character. They each have their own unique special items. Each character has different movement options. There's a female character you save pretty early on where she has the slide.
Yeah.
The main character, he has a katana, but he can't do the slide. But he has his default special is like a whip, so he can when he uses his special, he can hit in a diagonal direction. And so it's like you have to use that dynamic of the different character weapons and movement options. And so it basically, it makes the game that much more varied, because I think it's 4 characters total. So you get to get all those different things and movement options and character weapons and blah, 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 with 4 different characters in an 8-bit setting, which is pretty fucking good. And the music is amazing. And it's not too challenging, but it's hard enough where it's like, oh, this isn't just gonna be easy. So I appreciate that. The only place where it really breaks the rules of being an 8-bit style game is where it's the bosses. Like, they clearly couldn't have been on an 8-bit system. They're too detailed. But other than that, like, no, you could literally say, oh, this is just an old NES game, and it's very, very good, very, very cool. I appreciate that something like that exists. Because I believe it was a stretch goal initially. I didn't follow, and I'm ashamed to say I did not put down to help the creation of Bloodstain, but I believe this was something that early on they said that if we get enough money, we'll actually make a retro style game. And so they did it, and it was amazing. And you know what? If Bloodstain never came out and you played this, you probably wouldn't be upset. I'm just saying. For all the flash and stuff that Bloodstain, the current gen version, is gonna have, Ritual of the Night. This thing has plenty of style, and it does just enough to make you go to yourself, hey, you know what? If they were to make a traditional style, meaning, the single weapon style, the with the sub weapons, and the platforming, the strictly platforming, because that's another thing about Castlevania. It's very a very tight platformer where pixel jumps and stuff, like that. So it makes you realize if somebody really sat down and put some polish to it, they could start doing this again. They could start bringing these back out. And again, he's not affiliated with Konami, so really he could. And I've seen nothing but positive praise for the game. So hopefully, maybe after Bloodstain, the Ritual of the Night comes out, maybe they'll make another one of these.
Sure.
I definitely recommend it though. Curse of the Moon, Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon. Pick it up. It's on everything actually too. It's on Switch. It's on Switch.
Yeah, it's on Switch.
It's on Switch and PC. So get it. It's $10.
Yeah, $10 can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I like $10 games.
Yes, I agree.
Anything $10, I'll usually like.
Except if it's a sandwich that ain't worth $10.
Yes. Then it's just sad. Makes you mad.
Like I said, I guess that's gonna be it for this week. We had a very good talk about the Yakuza series. And there's definitely will be more to come. Next month is Kiwami 2, so
yes, I'm looking forward to that.
About that.
But and Spider-Man's right around the corner too.
And the month after that. So it's getting to be that time where the big things are just starting to drop. I think Spider-Man will be the first really big game that was announced at E3 to come out, right? I'm not 100% sure if there's anything big.
Yeah, my list anyway is that WWE 2K19 because the Ric Flair edition, and then the Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, so it's gonna beat out Red Dead. So yeah, no delays. It's coming.
Yes, I'll be a cowboy.
I wanna be a cowboy. I don't have the harmonica in the background. That's the only part of the song I really like.
I loved Red Dead Redemption 1. So this if I could get time, I'll try to do a full gameplay through Red Dead.
Yeah, and you get that Xbox One X up-res and Scoobity Doo or whatever. I have it. Even the S has that, right? It's straight up just Xbox One just makes it better.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely. That was a really good game. It was a lot of fun. Tying people up to train tracks. Man, if only you could twirl your mustache.
Probably did. I did. I know for a fact I did. I did it personally.
Oh, well.
I didn't do it in the game. I did it in person.
You know, that game has the most amazing glitches. I'm not gonna go back too deep, but I remember one specifically where I tied up a person and I fell to the ground a little bit, so I was like inside the steps, and some funny shenanigans ensued. So yeah, like yeah, I missed that stuff.
Yeah, that game had a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. But for RedCycloneInc, you can check our YouTube page, and we got a bunch of playthroughs going up right now. I'm doing Tenchu Fatal Assassins. No, excuse me, Fatal Shadows. Keep getting Assassins in my head because that's one of the rankings. And we have Phantasy Star Universe, which is the story mode for that game. I apologize, but it must be done. You need to be witnesses.
Yes.
I mean, incidentally, the story gets to the coolest character, I think, in the story anyway. So you'll see that soon enough. But other than that, what you got, Mark?
Definitely check out our Wrestling Babble podcast we just did. Check out the Wrestling Board, the Wrestling Babble on Facebook. Also, the RedCycloneInc Facebook page where we have news about everything. Disney just fully acquired Fox.
That good? I don't know.
It's
good. I
good.
wanted to ask you a question. Oh, go ahead.
No,
I wanted to ask you your opinion on the James Gunn thing, because I didn't. At first, I heard it like everybody else, and I thought, that was reactionary, and then I dug deeper and found out, there might have been some smoke there.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like the whole situation? Just a little take on that.
I honestly, I think I will have to talk about that on the next cast because I don't know enough to really have an opinion. I just know that he got fired, and a lot of the fellow cast members were disappointed with that also because they all support him. So it was kind of a I'm not gonna try to derail the support for him, but homework is needed on what exactly he was talking about and who his associates are. It's like, oh shit. So we'll definitely talk about that next week.
Okay, all right.
I'll study and see what everything was about because I really didn't read the news about it. All I know, he got fired, and I was all like, "Damn, that's the only thing I can tell you."
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. We'll talk about the whole acquisition and what they're getting and everything like that because they actually got it now.
That's it. It's in the bag.
And always remember about it. Paulo Jenkins.
And get you one of them $10 sandwiches and wave it in his face.
Yes.
Tell him you can't have none. Ooh, and then when you eat it and some of it's dripping out the corner of your mouth and he's looking at it fall on the floor, just be like, that's right. I paid $10 for this sandwich. It's not even that good. God damn it.
That sounds like sadness more than anything.
That is just when you know the value of money and that sandwich is just like sad. What happened, dog?
Oh, man. That's like a Midtown sandwich.
Yeah, that's like Midtown sandwich. They try to hit you with the Deli Hero for $10, and you like, come on, dog, you gotta jazz that shit up. You gotta put some pizzazz on it or something. I could go to the corner store and get a $5 Hero for all that.
Yes.
Get out of here with that. Like, all right, let's get out of here. All right.
Before you get mad at Midtown.
A-Train sucks. You live in New York City, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right about now, it's terrible. All right.
Peace out. Later.